Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to the Kingdom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. So yesterday's episode, we went out into the world with guns, and we got 4 hard drives, which was pretty good for, I think I did a little over an hour worth of work, and a whole bunch of power shards. So, in this episode, we need to finish our base. There's only a little bit left to finish. I could make the inside a little bit more pretty. Right now, it's not extremely pretty on the inside, but that's okay. I want to finish right now, not the aesthetic, but the functionality. That's what I want to finish today. And so back here, you're supposed to be able to put your stuff at the end of your adventures. It's supposed to come out, go through here, go into there, and go all the way down. So we're going to do that. And we're going to figure out what we want it to do. Because right now I want it to automatically do a few things. So we are. I have it set up to... Okay, I did put on my jetpack. So I'm going to have another section of my train system go below here, come out here, do some stuff, and then I think there's another entrance which will be over there. I just haven't done it yet. But it's going to look good. I'm pretty happy about it. So it's going to come into right here. We're going to do a few things. We're going to go on that side, we're going to do a few things, and then we're going to bring it back up. So let's just... So what are the few things that we're going to have it do? And I'm just going to have it do a couple things, and then I won't have you go through my deliberation of how am I going to do this. That's no fun for you guys. So some of the things I wanted to be able to do was, for example... I want it to be able to... Let's just get a constructor right here. There's a few things I want it to automatically do. For starters, if you have wood or leaves, I want to turn it automatically into biomass. And then automatically from the biomass to solid biofuel. And then send it back up. I want to be able to automatically turn slugs into shards. So I just throw it in there, automatically slugs into shards. Color cartridges, automatically from flowers. Not even have to worry about it. We could turn things into charcoal, but we really don't need to have coal. So that's the type of thing I'm trying to do down here. Things are automatically going to be changed, and we're going to figure out all of that. I have a thing I have to look up. I had it set up for everything I needed to do. And then we're going to go back up and we're going to sort. Now here's the reason for the sorting process. Before it was going to be decent. It had some hiccups. There was one major hiccup for it. But here, let's get out of the train section so I can talk to you guys. But come over here, it's a little quieter. Not for long, because I'm going to put trains over here too, but... So the big thing that I wanted to be able to do, and I will do a little bit of with you guys, is they added, if you had seen yesterday's episode, you know what I'm going to be doing right here. They added the best thing in the world. So I'm taking credit for this, even though I know that just me asking for it would do nothing. No one would do anything. But me and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of the other people doing it, yeah. So they had smart splitters, and I, in the beginning, have made sorting bases so many times. This is my most ambitious sorting base ever, by the way. So they added another feature. So they used to have unidentified. If you put unidentified in, and it came through, and let's say right is leaves. When leaves got full, this stopped working. I mean, it stopped working. You had leaves right here, and they couldn't go to the right, so they stopped. Now they've done what we've asked for so many times, overflow. So if it needs to go to the right and it can't go to the right, it's just going to keep moving it forward. And the reason why it's so good for me to do this is I'm just going to grind it. If I have more than enough in my base, getting inputs all the time, and I don't need what I just offloaded, I'll grind it up and get some tickets. Maybe I'll get that golden nut ticket. Okay, so let's start off this thing really quick, and then we'll jump forward to being done. And yeah, pretty much. Okay, so here we go. Sit there. I'm going to have it come down, so I'm going to, I know I don't need to do things like that. And by the way, I already have it set up to, like, I have stuff and, like, unprocessed quartz, raw quartz, I can process the quartz to whatever I need it to be and then bring it back into the system. So the first thing I want to do really easily is I'll set up with you guys the really easy part. So right here we're going to sit there, we're going to transform slugs to power shards. And then what you do is you get a smart splitter. You need smart splitters for this one. Bring it in. Okay, we're going to wait for a second. I'm going to jump. I'll save time. Okay, so center input, we're going to have any identified. For this particular section, I want it to go to the right if I can. So the right, I want to have this one. We're going to have green slugs. So we find the green slug. That's yellow power slug. Come on, where's the, oh, there's the green power slug. Okay, and this one, like I always set every single thing to none. Okay, so now when you get slugs coming into this thing, I add this, nothing should flow. See, nothing should flow. And any green power slug is going to come in here and grind up into power shards, and we continue on with every single thing. And I'll let you know in just a second when I'm done. Actually, let me do that real quick, and I'll get right back with you. Be with you in a second. Okay, so we have done it. It's basically the power shards and everything turning into biofuel. That's basically out here. Oh yeah, and the last one is the color cartridges. All that does comes over here. I need to get my supercomputers from up above. They'll come into this one, which will be a programmable splitter. And then I will put everything that is radioactive. And it's going to go out here, it's going to go into that, and that goes into a storage container that's just hanging off the side of the cliff. Okay, so let's go all the way up to the top, and we'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've grabbed my supercomputers, and we're back up here. Now we're going to finish the programming, and I'll give you a taste of what I'm going to have to do. So I have it coming back up to the top here again, and it's really spaghetti right now. But we have these programmable splitters for these first sections. Like for example, on my little report right here, this is food. So, and that's going to be a left output. We're going to put a whole bunch of stuff that's all food. So barrel nuts go there. We'll just go through and like all the food. And I'll make sure I get all this, you know, double check everything. Pale berries. That should be one more, right? Is it not just those two for food? I'll double check medical inhalers. So like healing type stuff for this one. And then the center input, we're going to have the new thing, overflow. We're going to do overflow for everything here. So if it can't fit in there, I want it to keep going. And the right output, we're going to add one, and we're going to say none. So we go to the next one, and this one I have it set up for tools, and it's specific tools. So all the tools you might use during the thing, and I'll do this better later on. But that's like the chainsaw, the color gun, things like that. I will switch that over. And then we have this one. This one's going to be weapons, which chainsaw doesn't match for, but you know, it's I don't even know if I can do that. Can I? Like some of these things I programmed for that stuff, but I don't even know if I can. Yeah, we can. Rebar gun. So on and forth, go into that one. And then this one is where we have all the stuff coming from the train. So this is the important part. So like the center, I want it to be overflow. Left, we're going to put in what goes here. So on what goes here in the center thing is the nobelisks. And the big important part is when it goes through, if it goes into this section, awesome. If it doesn't, it keeps going. And then I'm going to have a whole bunch of certain items that we go all the way through. It's going to go all the way down, then come all the way back. It's then going to go into this next section here, which then goes down here, goes to the other side. And the reason why I have it set up like this and it's going to go under and over is because this one right here is the output. So this one is set up for anything that I haven't set up. But the most important is it's going to go all the way down here. It's going to come all the way back, doing the same thing I did over there. I haven't set this one up with the bottom sections. It's then going to come right over here where I'm going to have a grinder, and I'm going to put all kinds of stuff into the grinder. And then whatever I don't put in the grinder is going to go into this. So basically everything else. So if it's something that I haven't thought of, it's going to go into the grinder. And yeah, and I'll see you when that is done, and then we'll do a few tests. We'll see if it works. And we're gonna grind some stuff probably, because I know a lot of this stuff is overflow. So, see you in a second. Okay, I am done. Completely done. So, right now, the way it works is I can come in and I can take this, and I'll just do everything for right now. And it's going to start doing its stuff. But what it does is it's going to take everything, start rustering it down below where I had all that stuff. Well, I've put in one of these so that we can quickly and easily get down there. And down here, it's going to, any slugs, it will turn into power shards. Any wood or leaves or carapaces, it's going to turn into biomass. And this one is quartz crystal. It's going to refine it. And then the biomass is going to go over there and be turned into solid biofuel. And it's going to be in. Up here, that over there goes, I think the only thing I have right now in my system is uranium. So if there's any uranium in my inventory, which it shouldn't be, but you never know, it would go in and be offset. The rest goes up and goes up into the top section again, which let me quickly see if I can get over there as soon as possible. So it comes back over here to this section right here, and it sorts everything. That's what it is. Flips around, goes to the other section. Let's quickly go over there. And does the same thing again. And a lot of this stuff is being sorted, so, but there is overflow, and I'm tempting the overflow right now. So we should get a little overflow, and whatever the overflow should get, I have this right here, which I've programmed anything and everything that I'm willing to recycle if I don't need it. So biomass is not one of them, but those are. So that means I have a full stock of that, and I'm willing to get rid of any excess because I don't need it. I love it. I love it. I do have a Mercer sphere in here somewhere. So that's supposed to go... It's not supposed to do that. Left. Oh, there we go. Any identified. I messed that up. Okay, well, I'm going to have to do that again. But that's okay. Any identified. Okay. And there you go. It's really, really fun done. Those should go in there. Now, unfortunately, I have to put a bypass on my thing. I just realized that all this biomass, it would normally go onto that other section. But I didn't have one going from point A to point B. It's usually all the leaves that go through. So I have a little bit of problem. But other than that, we have sorting. So when I'm done for the day, I can quickly and easily just unload everything I have and have it situated. These I know are very important. I don't make them very fast. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, ugh, my goodness. How am I gonna do this? I don't jump normally. Oh my goodness. Can I sneak in here? Yes, I can. There we go. And we can see what items made it through because the you know, you have to have a trap all for the end of it. And there's my Mercer sphere. It went through. There's no place to put it. I'm gonna have to place it myself because there is no, like right here is the important one. This is where I wanted it to go. Right there. But unfortunately, because it is doesn't have a recipe. It doesn't have a recipe for it. You can't sort it at all. Also for the Sumer sloops, you can't sort them at all. And I should get everything sit there. Now I need to get my fuel back, which I have changed it so that fuel is now right here. So I can grab my fuel back. I can now run around really good. I also have equipment. Has it not appeared yet? Equipment should be on the right side just before the fuel. So it should be right here if I had it. So my running shoes, when they appear, they're going to appear right here. And basically this base is done. The only additional things that I'm going to do to this base that's up here, I should say, is those train sections I have down below. One of them, there's going to be 3 stations. Well, there's going to be more than 3 stations, but it's going to do, the stations are going to be 2 types of stations, I should say. One of them will be an off-put station, and I'm going to make it so that I can sort whatever I put on it. It's going to take anything and everything that I put on it, and then it's going to sort into my, it's going to go through the sorting system. The other one is all the items I need for the space elevator. Well, I am just completely for names today. And they're going to come over here, and I'm going to make a nice station right here where all the stuff that normally goes to there goes up and automatically fills it up completely. Should I do that? It doesn't really matter. I'm doing it because I can. And I'm going to have it over there in that section right there because it's a perfect place for it. And that's the only other thing I need to do up here. The only additional stuff that will happen is when I add recipes to my repertoire, you can then sort it. So right now I can't sort alkyd aluminum. I don't have the recipe for alkyd aluminum, so I can't sort the recipe for alkyd aluminum. But everything else is done. It's going to look awesome. The picture you see on the thumbnail, that's what my base looks like. It's going to look awesome. And thank you guys. Thank you guys for showing up for me. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you love what you saw, hit the subscribe the subscribe button. And thank you again for everyone. I will see you guys later. See you next time. Sayonara and ciao. And bye.